What is up, guys? I got a nice cool morning out. About 45 degrees maybe. But it's looking good out here. We don't got no rain. It's not calling for none today. We got all rain yesterday. I'm looking for number 300. Pretty sure it's up here somewhere. I got a thermostat not coming on. It was a no cooling call yesterday. It's like this is my guy here. And we got iWaves installed. How about that? I got a blower running. Thermostat had power, or at least it had a screen, but they said they never heard it clicking over. So let's get a panel off. I don't think it's going to be a thermostat problem, but he said he's got new thermostats. They're switching over to Sensi thermostat so they can monitor. There's your magical iWave. Got clean filters. It's doing its voodoo magic, keeping that air clean. Alright, let's get in here and see what we got. So let's see if we got power. I'm sure we do, because I had something on the thermostat too. Oh, I'm on watts, so that's not gonna read volts. Let's try again. Try a little harder this time. 27 volts. Got a blower call, and nothing else call. Actually, that's a Y1 call. Huh. But we got no Y1. Why don't I have a Y1? Let's dig in here and see. Go back to our return. I don't think there was an economizer. My Y1 call should be coming through here somehow. Alright, let's dig in and find out why our compressor's not running. So, I've just got a loss of charge and a high pressure switch. There's no low pressure switch on this thing. This should be my loss of charge. There should be automatic reset. There's nothing that should be holding me out. You can see I've got, that's one of my switches here. I'm going to have to tear them wires out of there to see which one's open. But I got power there. I don't have power in my contactor. So I got power going into my switches. Everything else is going to be correct. It's I have a bad switch stuck open or something. Or maybe we truly do have no charge. I don't see any crazy oil signs. There's a little bit of oil on the suction line over there. But it looks like it's probably somebody having their gauge on it. There's nothing too crazy. This unit does have a history from looking at the tag of leaks, small leaks. Add a pound or two every couple years. It's likely in the evaporator coil. They're suspected in the evaporator coil. Nobody's ever found it, but this thing's an old unit, so heat exchanger's been replaced. It's had basically everything replaced, but a compressor, I think. So let's get these wires torn out and figure out which switch is open. So hooked up to my common. Let's just play a little hopscotch here. This one's the one I know I don't have power on. This is the one I read 27 volts on. I got 27 volts there, but that's a different switch because that runs over there somewhere. Maybe there's a freeze stat in here. I didn't think they put that on the old ones. There's also, this comes from my high pressure switch. Come on. I got 27 volts there. The other high pressure switch is up here. I got 27 volts there. So that's gonna lead me to, so if we look at our wire diagram here, we can see while one's blue, it comes out, goes to the economizer if equipped, which we're not, so we just got this plug. It jumps out, comes back to my control panel on gray, and then gray hits my high pressure, my freeze protection, which is a normally open switch, and my low pressure, also normally open switch, then my contactor. We verified everything everywhere. This is my gray coming back. We had it there going into my high pressure. We verified we had it here going over to the freeze protection, coming back on the freeze protection right here, and going into my low pressure. And the only thing I don't have is it coming out of the low pressure here back to the contactor. So that low pressure switch is open. So let's get over to that side, let's get some gauges and see what our pressure is. So we did have a cap on. It's an excessive amount of oil. It looked like, you know, maybe somebody just took their gauge off. I mean, I still got a pretty good amount of oil inside there, and you can see, looks like maybe that core is depressed. I would think we would have more oil elsewhere. That's the weird thing. I mean, I don't see any oil, you know, that would have blown this way. Honestly, it really doesn't look like they did it too bad with their gauge, because, you know, you have oil back here. I don't see any oil there. It's just on this line here. And that core max. So these are notorious for sticking, but I think we're completely out of charge. What? We don't get locked out no more? Man, I'm loving the door jam. We got our gauges. Let's get up here and see what we got on this unit, if anything. So this is really weird. We are flat, but I don't see anything that caused us to be that way, except for maybe the cores. But I've seen the core max leak before. But they both had caps on them, had seals in them, and where's the oil? I mean, I should have oil somewhere. My refrigerant's obviously gone somewhere. I guess we could have I mean, this thing's old. I get it, it could have more leaks, but still, I want to see my oil. Make sure we got all our terminals on here. Oh, this looks good. Alright, I guess next step, we're gonna go talk to the customer, obviously, because our charge has gone somewhere. And probably just put some nitrogen on it and see if we can hear anything. This is really odd. Usually if you find something out of charge, it's got to be on the high side, and Usually there's oil. So, just looking for anything else. I mean, we put an I-wave in. That's fine. But just making sure nobody added some weird accessory and just decided to drill a screw through the hole or through the coil. Anything like that. And I don't see anything that looks like that. So, like I said, let's go talk to the customer and then put some pressure on this guy and see what we got from there. Test. Open her up. We got about 100 psi, so let's let it sit and bubble some stuff and see what we can find. This thing has been holding for about a half hour or so. I've bubbled in the evaporator, I bubbled my compressor, I bubbled all my Cormax. Let's try one more thing. Take our gauges off. That's where our charge went right there, I guarantee it. Good old Cormax. Doesn't look like the suction's leaking, even though there was some oil up there. It's definitely leaking. So, we know where our charge went at least. So, let's go talk to them and see what they want to do. They're probably going to want to charge this thing back up. I think it holds 8 pounds. 7.9 pounds. So, let's do that and get them some air at least. It makes charging easier since it's 45 degrees outside, but something this old, you almost wish it had a problem. But can't find anything else. Let's ohm out the compressor first just to make sure, and then we'll go from there. .1. No, you were just reading. What the hell? That's weird. It shouldn't be moving around like that. 2.1. That one's steady. And 2.1. This compressor's got as much age as the unit, so it wouldn't surprise me if it would be. I don't know what the hell that is. That's weird. 2.0. It's not a Copeland, so I don't think it's a Copeland. So I can't look up what the ohm rating's supposed to be. I mean, those are close enough. That compressor's gonna run. Compressor will run, but I mean, surely there's probably a little bit of damage. There's a little bit of damage everywhere. This thing's old. Like I said, it's got a history of people charging it. So the ohm readings aren't perfect, but the thing's 20 plus years old. How old is it exactly? Let's see. Manufacture day, I don't know, but the serial looks like an 05. So 2015, 2000, so it's 18 years old or so. Math is hard. Let's let the customer make the decision. Looks like it's gonna work. We've got known leaks, very small leaks, a couple pounds over 2 years. It looks every year and a half, 2 years. I mean, we've looked at our evaporator. I didn't do a thorough scan, but it's been leak checked in the past. Nobody found anything. I'm not saying I couldn't find it, but we could probably find it if we wanted to. Honestly, it's not worth the time. I mean, it's leaking. If it's in the evaporator, we're not going to be able to fix it. So they know they've got an 18-year-old unit with some issues, and we're going to have to quote everything here. So we'll leave it under a nitrogen charge, put caps back on. Maybe let's go talk to customers, see what they want to do. All right, so we still got a little nitrogen pressure. We're going to put new caps back on. The customer is doing the smart thing, I believe, and wants a quote to either fix it, or replace it. We talked about the evaporator's leaking. They need an evaporator. We're going to have to change the core max fittings, and then I think we're going to be okay. But the thing's got 18 years on it. It's time to start thinking towards the future. So we're gonna button this guy back up and then get the hell out of here. All right, guys, we're just cleaning up our stuff. It was 72 degrees inside. It's 45 out today, so they got a couple days to make a decision, but we're gonna give them a little cool air, let the blower run for a few minutes while we're cleaning up, and that's gonna be it for this one. Maybe we'll come back and change an evaporator. Hopefully they'll shove a new unit up here. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think, guys. Leave a trade better than you found it. We'll see you guys next time.